Can you or Mr. Kvamme comment on the questions that have been raised about his residency?
Yeah, you know, the thing that is, first of all, Senator, I'm going to let Senator Faber speak a little bit. But can you imagine a guy that comes in from California who is receiving rave reviews from the business community all over the state, who has changed the operation of a calcified department, who's got people excited, who's a dreamer about what Ohio can be, and somebody wants to take him out? Can you explain that to me? You know, I think we would love to have more people from California, from Georgia, from Florida, from Texas, smart people come here and help us in this state. So I have a hard time figuring this out. A guy doing good, I guess it goes back to the old adage, no good deed goes unpunished. I am thrilled that Mark Kvamme is here. So is the business community, so are the legislators, and on this issue, it is under review. Senator Faber actually has been a little bit involved in this.
Well, we've done some research on this issue, both myself and some of the other lawyers I work with, and frankly, I don't buy into the legal opinion that's supporting the fact that he can't do that. There's a real distinction on the type of role that Director Kvamme or another director who serves at the will of a governor has, and someone who is an elected office holder who has a term certain, or who serves under their own independent authority. And so we're taking a look at that. I believe if there's a challenge, that the challenge will be unsuccessful. And the long and short of it is let's just talk about what this is. This is politics. Somebody's trying to make a political swipe at the governor and doing that against Mr. Kvamme. Can you really believe that a guy who is that successful literally gave up millions of dollars to come here and help Ohio grow and do our #1 priority for jobs is in the middle of a political scandal, or political, it's really not a scandal, shouldn't use that word, but a dust up about whether or not he can have a title? Frankly, I don't think it matters what title Mark Kvamme has. What I want him to have a title is working for Ohio. And because I know by conversations I've already had with business people in my district that are working with Mark and other folks, that the excitement level at the Department of Development is something they've never seen. And so when I ask this, do we really have to go down this route of having comparing legal authority on whether or not somebody who is a discretionary employee can actually sit and work for $1? I mean, it's not like we're paying him a lot of money for $1.
He's a little overpaid.
And
I mean, come on, I've known him a long time.
And so my question is, really? But there's more than one way to skin the cat. And at the end of the day, what we're going to say here is that I think he is perfectly legal in his position from our assessment and our analysis. And just go out and look at it. There's a real difference between somebody being appointed to fill a legislative seat or somebody being appointed to a trustee position for a set fixed term, and somebody appointed as a discretionary member of a governor's cabinet that the governor can remove at will and that the governor can override their decisions. So with that, I think it's really an attack.
And look, it'll be under review, and whatever the final decision is, of course, you know, we'll abide by it. But there are more than one way to keep Mr. Kvamme here in Ohio. And you know, Ohio's greatest politician, Gordon Gee, walked up to me the other night and he said, "I love Mark Kvamme." Why would we want to drive him out? Come on, folks. There's a lot of hurting people in this state. His vision, his enthusiasm, his knowledge, his determination, it's great. And he's made a big sacrifice. I mean, he's got a daughter in high school. His wife's back there. It was a hard decision for him to come. In fact, he called me. He was very emotional on the day he called me to tell me he was coming. His children said, "Dad, you got to follow your heart." That's why he's here. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Governor.
She got a romance going on with you?
Doesn't everyone have a romance?